Welcome back to another episode of Inward News. It's your boy Dre. And good news for those that have a baby or are with seed and don't want child, you can go to Mexico. They just made abortions legal nationwide, or they decriminalized abortion. So I don't know if we made it legal or if we just made it not a crime. But either way, if you're in Mexico, you can get abortions. So if you're in California or Texas, or like some parts of like Mississippi, I think touch Mexico. But yeah, you can get to Mexico. You can get you an abortion, and because you're in Mexico, there's no American jurisdiction. So grab your Spanish-speaking friend, head on down across the border, and take care of that situation if that's what you want to do. 1 year ago today on Inward News, I believe it was episode 77 or something like that. I have to look. But we talked about Tennessee passing a law that said if you're a drunk driver and you kill parents because you caused an accident, then you got to pay child support for the kids. And I was like, if the other states were smart, they'd follow this rule. They'd make this law. But guess what? Texas listened to you, boy. So Texas has now made it, to where if you are a drunk driver and you cause an accident, you are responsible for the death or guardian of a child, you now have to pay child support. I don't know if it's both parents or one parent, but yeah, if you kill a parent, you got to pay child support in both Texas and Tennessee. Hopefully more states, like I said, hopefully more states continue to do this trend, because that's a good incentive. You getting drunk driving, now you got to pay child support. Like, how do you explain that? Oh man, them child support payments coming out my check, man. It's not even your kid. It's not even somebody you're gonna go look at, or like you ain't fighting custody for that. You just gotta pay it. New research is saying that if you smoke on robot penis, it can shrink your testicles and drop your sperm count. I don't know if that's true or not. I didn't do any research into this. I just don't like vaping, as you can tell by the way I describe it. Yeah, I just think vaping is dumb. Why, like, making your nicotine smell like mangoes and unicorn farts doesn't make it any better. That's probably the one big, like, opinionated thing you'll get from me on this channel. I don't like vaping. So, stop vaping. The truth commercials almost won until vaping became a thing. Nobody cares about your pods or your jewels, and those things be exploding in people's face. So, cut it out. But also now it shrinks your balls and lowers your sperm count. So mix that in with all those perks you guys keep popping. Seriously, I don't care about drugs. I just don't like, people walk around with these big fat, blowing fat clouds. Oh, shut up. Now for the funnest story we have today. Poor Delta had a flight that was supposed to be going from Atlanta to Barcelona, and they had the shittiest day. So apparently some passenger had stomach troubles. Don't know what caused it. Don't know what the issue was. But apparently their guts was going, and the flight had to turn around because they had like diarrhea so bad that it was called a biohazard incident. The way it was described was all the way through the plane, they had to just put towels down. I'm sure somebody got it on an ankle or something. Like, that's nasty. Also, think about how you had to get off the plane. People probably didn't want to put down their bag, so they're like, old people are like holding it up. Like, and then the way they talk about planes, like if you talk to flight attendants, air maintenance, anything like that, people constantly say how they don't actually like sanitize planes. They just kind of like Febreze it and take the blankets, wrap them up, and toss them back into plastic. And it's just like, dog. They had diarrhea. Are we not cleaning that? Or did somebody else have to like do that? Was that like a passenger thing? Cause how do you move around that? Like, how is that something? And then, like, as somebody that's flown as frequent as me, it's now becoming more like the pandemic really showed us how nasty people were. It was like, oh, these places have been cleaned for the first time in so many years. But like hearing that diarrhea, and somebody brought this up, they're like, you knew your stomach was messed up before you got on that plane. That's not something that happened in the middle of the flight. Let me see. How long is a flight from Atlanta to Barcelona? 8 hours and 35 minutes. So for them to be able to be within distance of turning around, that probably had to be like maybe an hour or two in, meaning you knew your stomach was messed up. That wasn't enough time for them to serve airplane food, and that caused the issue. But like, I get it. If you knew this was you knew early enough for it to travel through the plane, that means you was holding it. This wasn't like you was sitting already up there waiting. Like, you had some inkling that this is about to be bad. But that's hopefully that person is doing okay, because obviously there's a medical concern there. So I hope you're fine. We get it. Everybody has bad stomachs, and incidents happen, accidents happen. Yours just happens to be throughout an entire plane that forced people to turn around, and I can only imagine that embarrassment. But sorry, bro. And now on to the y'all hiring segment. Juice Cart is a graphic designer, artist. She does logos, pictures, doodles, illustrations, images. I was about to say pictures again, but yeah, if you need a picture made, need a logo made, need a design made, need something for the company, flyer, anything like that, you need a picture, get at Juice. Juice got you. She can draw. Pure Luxury Films is production company. They self-produce their own content, short films, web series, things like that. If you need something done, need something shot, need something written or directed, get at them. They're gonna help you out. They're gonna shoot it, do everything. I think they currently got a movie on Tubi that I was told to check out. I'm gonna check that out. Hold on, let me go find it. Witnessed. Something about cops. So I'm guessing somebody saw a crime and they debating on being a snitch or not. He did a separate movie called Across the Blue Line. So I think this guy just might like cops, or like telling stories about cops. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, I might have to get at them. They've been doing this. Glitz Optical is a optometrist. So the person that does it is an optometrist, but I think it's an eyewear line, but they do prescription and styles and frames and all that. So I want to say it's an optical business. But I just feel like that's not a word. But eyes, glitz, celebrity stylings and all that. They do everything. They got you for your eyes looking good, casual or not. Carmen is a tattoo artist. I don't know where. I was trying to find a spot. I don't know where, but you hit her up, talk to her, and you might get you some nice work. Like, I went through her Instagram. She's amazing. The hyper realistic eye, scriptures, Roman numerals, all that, like the super detailed, hyper realistic tattoos. She does those. So get at her, get your ink done. I'm about overdue for some new ink. I got some pieces I want to add. I got some pieces I want to, add to, do, add, start, finish, all that. Yeah, that's it for this week. If you are a black business, or you know somebody that has a black business and they want to be promoted, let me know and I'll get at you.